Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rob Freeman. I'm going to be your instructor for Wilderness Ethics. Welcome to the class. I want to make this video just to kind of introduce you to the class and let you see my face. Let me move that down a little bit. But basically, I wanted to go through some of the kind of things that we would normally do in a typical first day of class. It's a little different since this is online, obviously, but this is my introduction to the course. Let me start by saying this is the first time I've taught this particular class, but I'm really excited about it. I love this topic. It's right up my alley, and I'm really, really excited about it. So I hope you'll enjoy it too. Let's see, technical difficulties. There we go. So I thought I would start by just telling you a little bit about myself. As you might have already guessed, I'm not from Maine. I grew up in North Carolina. I won't read you all this stuff, but basically my background is I'm an environmental economist. So I'm trained in economics and I do teach economics here, but I'm really an economist who specialized in environmental and natural resource types of issues. So there's a lot of environmental ethics and stuff related to wilderness ethics that I've studied before. Again, this is not exactly my field, but it's pretty close. It's a good fit for me and it's stuff that I really love. I have taught at ENCC since 1999. I live in Bangor. I've got a wife and a couple kids and a dog, and I'm really into the outdoors. I mean, that's part of why I love teaching this class. I love both mountain and road biking, cross-country skiing, hiking, climbing mountains, all that kind of stuff. So all the pictures I'm putting up on the screen just to entertain you are pictures that I've taken in various places. I originally came to Maine for what I thought was going to be a summer job in Acadia National Park, and kept coming back for a few years and just got hooked, and I've been here pretty much ever since. So lived in Maine longer than I lived in the South. As far as how I run my live classes, this is obviously not one, but I kind of try to do the same thing. In my live classes, I do a lot of teamwork and a lot of in-class, hands-on practice exercises. I do not like to lecture for a long time. I'm not one of those guys that ever lectures for a full class. I think everything should be able to be redone. If you do an assignment and you're not happy with the grade, you get to do it again. I want you to be able to go back and learn from your mistakes. I actually think that's one of the most valuable things you can do in a class. So I encourage that. I think pretty much everything I give in my live classes is open book, open note. Obviously, it's going to be that way in an online class. Use any resources you have at your disposal to answer questions. I really think class and school should be fun and interactive and lively and engaging. It isn't always, but I try really hard to make my classes that way. I think that's important. If it's not fun, I don't want to do it. You don't either. At the same time, I have high standards, but I think by giving you opportunities to redo everything, you get plenty of opportunities to achieve them. So the big question is, how do I do this in an online class? And I don't pretend to have all the answers. Still trying to figure it out. Please let me know, give me feedback, give me suggestions along the way. I'm really happy to have those. But this is sort of my goal. This is what I want my classes to be like. Fair warning, this is an online class. It's basically it's a whole semester's worth of work in half a semester. So it's going to be pretty intense. You need to be aware of that. You're going to need to have reliable internet access and some computer skills. I'll have you uploading most of your assignments through the portal. Sometimes I'm hoping I'm going to make you actually make some videos like this and share links or share them in some way. So, some computer skills are necessary. I'm happy to answer questions and help, but it helps if you have those already. I do communicate through email pretty regularly if I have announcements or I make changes to the schedule, the syllabus change or anything like that. I will send those out via email. So do check your student email. That's how I communicate. Obviously, in an online class, you have to be self-motivated. I'm not going to be walking around looking over your shoulder, asking you if you've done certain things. There are weekly due dates, and you're going to be expected to meet them. But basically, let me know what you need. I'm here to help you. If you're having trouble figuring out how to do anything or any questions, never hesitate to contact me. I'm here to help you. That's my goal. As far as my EMCC, I basically use the four things that are highlighted there. Resources. Anytime I have handouts or documents to post, that's where I put them, is under resources. I've never run a whole course this way, but for this class, I'm going to try it. All your graded work is going to go through coursework. So anything that you do, you can find it in coursework and you turn it in through coursework, either by taking an online quiz or uploading something that you've done. So all the graded stuff is in coursework. I do use the grade book. I'll enter your grades as soon as I have them, and so the grade book should be pretty much up to date all the time. And occasionally I do use the discussion forum. I mean, this is a class where we really could have some great discussions in a live class. It's a little different, a little awkward in an online setting, but there will be times when I'll require you to go to the discussion forum and post questions and answers. And I also just I'm going to leave one open where you can just post any kind of questions you have about the class, and hopefully you guys will check there and help each other out, and I'll try to do the same. Yeah, I like a lot of structure in a class, and I think especially in such a short, intense one, that's important. So here is basically the weekly game plan. Every week you're going to have to do kind of the same set of things. There's going to be a weekly reading assignment. They are kind of on the longer side because every week is basically 2 weeks. So I think they average somewhere around 60 pages. I will say that, you know, these are not textbooks. They're not boring, dry, textbooky kind of stuff. I think they're really, really interesting. So I hope you'll do the reading and enjoy it. For every reading assignment, there's a quiz. It's online. It's obviously, you know, there's no time limit, so you can keep it open while you're doing the reading and answer the questions as you go. So those should be really easy if you do the reading. Sometimes I'll make a video like this if there's something that I feel like needs to be explained or elaborated on, or if I have you know, a story to tell or something like that. I'll make some videos occasionally. There may or may not be those every week. I'll always give you some kind of an exercise. These are the kinds of things that I would do in a live class, you know, in teams. So they might be watching some other video and answering questions about them. These could involve the discussion forum, could be case studies, things like that. But basically, all those 4 things are done each week by Sunday. They're expected to be done and they're due by Sunday. Then by the next day, each Monday, the bigger graded component each week is what I call a reflection piece. So this is where you kind of think about everything that we read and talked about for the week, and you'll either write or produce a video kind of reflecting and reacting to it. So each reflection piece is a little bit different. You'll get instructions along the way, but that's kind of the idea. So every week is going to involve those same activities. Okay, here's the information about the books. It's on the syllabus, of course, too. Hopefully you already have these. I know that the EMCC bookstore has been having trouble getting the first one, the Wilderness Ethics book by the Watermans. They tell me that they're going to have some in by what will be like our first week of class. So you don't actually, I rearranged the syllabus so that you don't actually need it until week 2. So hopefully you get a chance to get it. These are widely available online and pretty cheap. And there will also be copies of each one on reserve in the EMCC library. So shouldn't be any problem getting those. They're all really good, I think. I want to make a plug right here for the bottom book, Salmon County Almanac. I would say not only that book, but throughout even the other 2 books, there are references and quotes to Aldo Leopold. This guy is an amazing writer. I've read Salmon County Almanac before, and I reread the whole thing this summer. The guy's a fantastic writer. Everything he says is just brilliantly worded. He's so good. So please pay attention and enjoy every word of Aldo Leopold you get to read. He's great. One of my heroes. I'll speed through this. This is right out of your syllabus, kind of the weekly schedule. It's in the syllabus. You can look at that for yourself. And I'll end here. Here's my contact info. Again, this stuff's on the syllabus as well. Feel free to call or email me or text me even anytime if you have a question. I'll try my best to get right back to you. I'm here to help. And that's it. Every once in a while in these videos, I embed an opportunity for you to get a bonus point, and I really do that just to see how many people are watching these. So if you are watching, there's a photo from Mount Rainier about sunrise up at about 12,000 feet. I climbed Rainier a couple years ago, so if you either email or text me that you know that I climbed Mount Rainier, I'll add a bonus point onto your grade. All right, that's it. Thanks. Let's make it a great class.